concepts, the boundaries,
Yes.
the parameters of the mind, man. So this morning I went for a run.
Being a pest, basically.
Pestering, yeah, being a pest. I ran right from my house where I live in East London. I ran through Barbican. Now the Barbican is full of all sorts of vegetables and it's sort of like a proper concrete jungle. And you can't see gates and fences. And I thought, oh, I've got to get through this. You know that parkour thing?
Yeah.
I thought, well, it's not that because they are very skillful, those people. But imagine an idiot doing it. Well, that's me today. First of all, I goes, oh, that's whenever I would see, I tried to go directly. I was trying to get Great Portland Street from East London. I thought, if I come against obstacles, I'm going to see if I can get around the obstacle. So when I come to the Barbican, there was a fence to climb over. I thought I'd just climb over it, and it had a warning: anti-climb paint. I thought, what is that? It sounds like something out of Willy Wonka world. Anti-climb paint. How's that even going to work? I ignored the sign.
Were you wearing these clothes?
No, I've had to change.
What is anti-climb paint? Anti-gravity paint? Let's try it.
Yeah, gravity's been holding me down, and now it's paint too. Well, good luck, baby. I'm going up like yes. And so I climb over the thing, and I touched it, and all this black muck got on my hands. It was like squidgy black. Imagine paint crossed with Vaseline.
It's greasy paint. I know. I've touched it.
Yeah. I got a big handful of it, so that my hands look like, say you were in a black hand gang and you had to put a handprint on something. Like two comical handprints. I still got over the fence, and I was embarrassed and annoyed that I had this black stuff all over my hands, completely covered.
The sign didn't help you.
No, it was too late. Too little. Well, I didn't take it seriously.
Right.
So, but now my hands are all black, and I've got to carry on this run. I've got to go and meet my mum. Had a hospital appointment. I had to run all the way to. I thought I can't go around with these black hands. It's too mad. And also, I needed to. I was listening to my Genghis Khan podcasts, and I couldn't.
This sounds like a mental breakdown.
Does it?
I'm going to be totally honest.
Why?
Makes sense.
Because you've climbed over fences from your mum's garden, and then you're listening to
This is another day.
Genghis Khan podcast, running through London, climbing anti-vandal paint or whatever, anti-climb paint, getting it all over yourself.
Just
to
on
meet
the
your
hands.
mum. Oh, that's all right.
I was going to see
Who listens
accompany
to
her
a podcast, goes running and climbs over fences? It's madness.
because I'm free.
You are free, but not for long.
But anyway, hold on. Who's the real winner? Because then I was in this wonderful world of the Barbican. There's all these ponds in there, and there's ducks and like moorhens and stuff like that, and beautiful. Like,
Were you
little
out
lawns.
of the public? Like you were somewhere you weren't meant to be?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well,
okay.
I climbed the fence. You shouldn't have climbed it. It says residents only. And then there was a little bit of a lawn bit, and I thought, I wonder if, you know, like when you've got to wipe dog poo off your shoe using the lawn. Well, I'd use that same technology, Matthew, to wipe my hands on the grass. 100% cleared, except for, as you can see, there's some residual blackness on my hands still. But like most of it came off just with one or two wipes. So I thought, well, small price to pay. Then I carried on marching, and I see a little bit of the Wall of London, a bit of it from 500 Anno Domini, put there by the Romans, updated
red
in
brick,
800.
it's weird. It looks
yeah,
too
it
modern.
does. It
Looks
looks too
modern.
modern. Those guys knew what they were doing. And then it was updated by Alfred the Great, and that was an amazing thing I never would have seen. Then when I got up to Gray's Inn, that's where like all the lawyers are and stuff.
Yeah.
There was this bit you're not meant to go in, like a barrier, and I thought I'd go in there. And then I was trapped in there, I couldn't get through. And then I saw through an office, I saw open one of those sash windows at the back. So I just ran into the office, ran through the corridor, opened the sash window, jumped out, and I was in a quad. Then I ran through the quad, and then I turned over a bin and climbed over another fence. I was free as a bird, man.
That is
Reclaiming
amazing.
London. It's like, Matt, it felt like the city came alive for me. Seeing things you're not meant to see. All sorts of hidden corridors and quarters and squares and quads
If
and
I did
festivals.
that, I would. Well, I wouldn't
You
be able
might
to
get
with
in
my
trouble.
back. It would last about 2 seconds. Someone would go, "What are you doing?" And then I'd get
Excuse
arrested.
me, sir. Yeah, that's the thing where the fame is an advantage, because you go, like, someone could enjoy nicking me more for being Russel Brand.
No, I think like the speed you're moving, maybe that. Like, I don't even think it's the fame thing. I just think my luck. Like when you do things like that, it's some sort of beautiful music video. But if I did it, I'd last about 10 seconds and I'd get arrested and it would ruin my life.
You pessimist.
It's not pessimism. I'll try it when my back's
Come and
better.
do it with me together. Come
Right.
on a true London tours with old Russ, where we clamber through things, we reclaim the streets, we reclaim our city back. Just by climbing through things, climb up things. It does not mean you don't break people's stuff or nothing, but you just go, can I climb through your window to get through to that quad? And they go, oh, you're not meant to. You go, I'm going to do that. I'm going to anyway.
I'd laugh if it's just a standard walk, like me and Matt just go and like all these
you.
illegal entries are just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That gate actually opens.
Yeah.
If you just turn that handle, you can come in there. Mr. Brand, that sash window's a door.
Yeah.
A big long window
just
made
a
out of
home
wood.
base climbing over things in the outside bit.
And then I spoke to Gerald, who gave me 20% off of this varnish.
I found a secret place. It's just watering cans. I kicked them all over. And then I went to the fence panels. Just fence panels everywhere. What are they hiding from us?
Then there's a kingdom of just rakes and hoes, baby. Hey, I separated those rakes and hoes. I trod on one rake, smashed me in the nose, but I fall back pretty strong. Don't just do it, be and cue it. This is all right. It was good fun, and I recommend. And if
This is our best advert yet. No one's even spotted it.
if anyone wants to join me on these London runs, then
You can't start a culture of people climbing over fences.
We can.
Go on,
We're
then.
free to do whatever we do, and it's up to you if you likes it. So yeah, we can do that if you want. Come on, meet me at the appointed time, which hasn't been decided yet. Look at my Twitter feed. I'll start leading.
Call
these
it
runs.
As the Crow Flies.
It's As the Crow Flies with old Russ. I'm the crow, and I fly through windows and through paint.
Oh, hell no, I'm stuck.
Oh, the crow didn't lie down. Oh, the crow's got a hemorrhoid. Okay, so Matthew, do you feel ready to talk to an ASMR woman as an ASMR devotee?
Never felt more
Emma,
ready.
and she's known as Whispers.
Does she talk? Do you think she's got a normal voice and an ASMR voice?
She wants to say this. For me, the most popular videos are role plays. These are reenactments of real life situations where you would experience tingles.
JOI.
I jerk off instructions, baby. I want to show how normal the feeling is. I make a point of not wearing revealing clothing in videos. That's disappointing because I don't want to confuse sensuality with sexuality. Now, this might help me,
Yes.
Matt, because I think I need to grow up sex-wise.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm trapped in the 80s, as you've said before. I think, like most men, I learned sexuality off porn and going to see prostitutes with my father.
I think that's like most men.
I know. Do you remember when we did that thing in Rebrand? And I goes, like everyone, I sleep with prostitutes. Now, what the thing is, though, would we cut? Well, not everyone sleeps with prostitutes. Oh, I see.
Oh, dear.
Okay, then.
What do they do then?
Well, how on earth do they get through this existential angst? And the loneliness, the haunting loneliness at night that can only be cured by the cuddle of a maiden you know not. So, that was then, but this is now.
I think,
man building
so
a family.
sensuality
As
is
the crow
sexuality.
flies.
But I think sexuality for you is in everything you do. And I don't mean that in a...
You're so sexy.
Because it's coming across
But I
like
know
I
that
am.
when you were climbing over those fences and stuff,
Yeah.
you had an erection, didn't you?
I certainly did, baby, and it's covered in anti-climb paint. I wiped that off of the grass and all.
No, but you're very in tune with a sort of sexual, freedom, should we say?
Let's call it that.
So when you're climbing over stuff, it's a giddy thrill, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I'm
now-
just practicing for the court case. So when you climbed
Whose
into that
side are you
lady's
on?
garden,
Are you
you had something on your mind, didn't you?
Are you the prosecutor or the defence?
I'm the prosecutor.
Why
baby.
don't you be the defence? After everything we've
Well,
been
can
through.
be. I'm sorry, he's mad. As evidence, listen to this podcast.
As the crow flies. Gravity paint.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough, yeah. It's all
Yeah, go
there.
on. Let's call her.
I've done a jig and I hurt my back.
Oh,
My new headline.
I thought you were just telling me you did a gig, and I was like, why is he calling it a jig?
Because it was the jig I just did just
Oh,
then
that
while I
little
was
dance.
singing. Even a small jig like that
Oh,
done
good.
me.
You hurt your back, and then we both got bad backs.
Give us the Valium.
Then we
I'm
will
not
have to be Siamese twins.
Which I've always wanted. I would be happier tied to you. You could have the family life. I could drag us over fences. It's the perfect life. Together, we're almost one person. It's me and Matt. Should we do this ASMR interview?
Yes,
Why
come
don't
on.
you take control of it so I can eat
No,
a
I don't
banana?
want to. No,
Come on, do it. It's
because you're
Emma,
eating a banana.
AKA Whispers.
No, I don't drive things like this. You're good at that. Look,
Don't try and, go on, Russell, you make the best cup of tea, me. Do a bit of work for once.
Oh, for
I love
God's
your
sake.
cup of tea. Is she on the line? Emma, Whispers, is she going to hit us hard with the actual ASMR? Emma? Oh, this is the phone ringing. I love that bit. It's very
You do.
authentic. You do it.
don't make me do. I've got a sore back.
It doesn't involve you back. Hello, Emma.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Russell Brand. I represent Matt Morgan Enterprises. This is your interviewer, Mr. Matt Morgan. Thank you.
Hello, Emma.
Hello, all right.
Hello. We're quite interested in ASMR, and
Yeah.
apparently you're an expert in it.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I work on it every week, about 30 to 40 hours, so I know a little bit about it,
Wow.
but I wouldn't say I'm an expert.
Is it do you make money from it?
Yeah, I do a little bit, but I've paid for all of my equipment so far, so I'm not earning a living, that's for sure.
What equipment is it?
Equipment?
You said you paid for all your equipment.
Yeah. Well, I have to film. I've got a camera and microphone, a binaural microphone. I've got a little studio at home, soundproofing, editing suite.
Wow.
Laptop.
Can you do a bit of it now? The voice.
A bit of ASMR?
Yeah.
Yeah. Russell's eating a banana, so it's like
Okay.
quite horrific.
I'm the opposite of ASMR. Like the sound. Imagine a man gloopily chomping through a sloppy banana down your ear hole. No one's paying money for that.
I saw your YouTube video. I quite liked it.
Did you watch all of it?
I did, yes.
Good, because like some people think, because I wasn't being dismissive of it, I was saying that what it revealed is my own problems and challenges with erotica and sensuality that I lacked the sensitivity to appreciate it on that level because I'm like a bludgeoning yahoo.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't say exactly. Comfort me and deny it.
No, I don't. Well, I don't blame you for that. And I think when I first discovered that there was a name for this feeling that I'd always had, I found videos on YouTube, and I did find some of them.
Describes my journey exactly. So the feeling was different.
I saw some that I was a bit uncomfortable with, and it took me a while to realise.
Could you tell me what ones they are? Because they're probably the ones I'll be into.
I won't name any names, but.
Name a Google search.
The thing is, we're not used to seeing things like that, and for it to be not sexual.
That's true.
How's that happened? Why? Like, do you think men in particular? Who do you reckon watches your things more, men or women? Mostly women.
If I go into my analytics, it's mostly women, and mostly Americans, and mostly in America, Californians.
That's it, Californians. So, like, the thing is that, because the person that introduced me to it was a woman, and, like, when she was talking about it, I felt the familiar friction and tension that means...
A woman's talking.
No.
For Russell.
Shut up! No, let me, like, the sort of the sort of ring fence of my sexuality sort of was
There's no fence.
No,
if there is, you've clambered over it.
Covered in greaseproof paint.
What have eye tests got to do with it feeling nice?
What? Say that again.
On your biog thing, it says having your eyes tested. What was that? Because we wondered what does that mean?
Well, do you experience ASMR? You obviously don't then.
You don't. Well, I actually have that thing. When people whisper too close to my ears, I find it sort of unpleasant. So I think I do experience it, but negatively.
That's so like the opposite. So that's called misophonia, I think it's called.
Yeah, I've got
when you hear the nails on the chalkboard, that's called misophonia. That's a hatred of sound, and that makes you feel angry. Well, this is the complete opposite. And when I had eye tests when I was little, I loved it. It was so nice.
What about it? The sound of an eye test. What is the sound?
People being nice to you.
No. When they come up really close and they're looking right into your eyes and they're just really near to you and they're whispering.
Do you have any sexual responses to these kind of things that you're describing? Typical sexual responses?
Absolutely none at all. I just
come on, mate.
No, I don't. I just don't.
No,
I've experienced this feeling since I was a child.
Yeah.
And I've had a normal upbringing. There was nothing, strange about anything that ever happened to me. I just, sometimes when you buy your knickers in M&S, there'll be a nice lady serving you, and she's got a soft voice, and it gives you the tingles all the time.
I had a dinner lady who was a bit like that.
Go on.
There you go. She's quite comforting.
She sort of had a nice, gentle voice, and when she was talking to me, I'd like it.
Right, but yeah. And what about the knit nurse at school when she was rummaging through your hair?
Oh, she was horrible, actually.
He was never out of there. He was constantly in the knit nurse.
Yeah, because knits live in clean hair.
That's what they told you, you mug. You had an account with a knit nurse. Oh, Mr. Morgan, should I stamp your loyalty card?
Stop eating that banana and interview your guest.
Have you heard of Kundalini? I know it's a funny word. But have you heard...
yoga.
Yeah. There's this thing called Kundalini in Hindu culture, and it's an electric current flowing. Can you stop laughing? This is serious.
I like Kundalini.
Okay, good. So,
but that's sexual as
sure
well,
you think
Emma.
that
The whole thing
No.
is sexual.
No, it isn't. It's yoga. It's
You buy
meditation.
knickers and there's a woman with a soft voice and the Kundalini energy, the ancient energy of creativity, which I suppose is meant to be harnessed spiritually. Oh, yeah. But it's so difficult not to communicate it sexually. My microphone stinks.
Well, it is for some people, yeah, but it's not for